And with that, we start with the first talk, which here Dörte Sternel will tell us about HPC for scientists, which means that's a typical RSE topic. Yeah, and with that, thank you.
Thank you for the introduction. I just want to start with an introduction, if it works. Can you make the next slide, please? It does not work. No, 2 times. Okay, what is NHR? NHR is a part of the German HPC infrastructure for scientists. So I don't know if first what is HPC. This is high performance computing. So when your laptops or so on are too slow or too small, maybe you need larger resources, and then you go over to high performance computing. And this NHR is the abbreviation of Nationales Hochleistungsrechnen, and it's a funding line in Germany. So what you can see here is a so-called HPC pyramid of Germany. You have local, sorry, I just get to know with this pointer here, these local, it does not work like I like it. The tier 3 centers, these are local centers perhaps at your university. Then you have the tier 2 centers in general. These are on a middle class, and then you have the tier 1 centers like the Gauss centers where you can compute really huge problems. And this NHR is relatively new. Since 2021 the funding started, and there were some key aspects. It was just joint federal and state funding. It's a transition from regional oriented centers more to competence-oriented centers. So before there was perhaps the center in Baden-Württemberg, in Bavaria, in North Rhine-Westphalia, and so on. And then there was the idea just to say, okay, we don't need at each Bundesland one center. We just want to bundle competencies more more, or the centers more are bundled for the special methodology competences and application competences. And what is relative new is that now with this NHR there's a free access for all researchers from German universities. So the only thing you have to do is to write a proposal, and it should be accepted, yes, but and then you don't have to pay money for it. And especially specific support for young researchers or young scientists is in that funding too. So there were 9 centers in this funding line over all Germany. Just these are the locations. And when you want to use it, these resources, the first question is who can use it? Every scientist with a PhD of a German university. When you don't have a PhD or you are not a member of a German university, you have to find someone who apply for you. You are not restricted to any. You can use all centers. You can select where you want to calculate or run your computations. And where to apply, there exists one single point of entry. only one portal, YARDS. I think when you know the Gauss centers for supercomputing, they are using the same software. And now there's an NHR YARDS for all 9 centers. Then there are 3 project classes, test, normal, and large. And latest after 3 months, you should get your notification if you can use it or not. And relatively new, it's just more in a testing phase, is low threshold access, the so-called NHR starter projects. The resources are limited for 1 year, and the idea is that you get enough experience that you can submit a standard application after this year, and another part is that you just get more help to how to use these resources. Okay, then I told you that there is just more application, the application should be bundled, and the idea is just that there are 8 topics, and for each topic there is one center who is coordinating it. And when you go to the website, you will see that you can ask questions to these topics only over one email address. Maybe the guy in Karlsruhe knows much better something about flow simulation than the guy who is there at, I think, Aachen, and you send the question to this email address, you will get an answer from the one with the most experience, or they will coordinate the answer to you. This is one idea to make it for the user easier. Okay, then the methodological competences like perhaps performance engineering, or here research, software engineering. There are a lot of courses by NHR and for different levels of knowledge, and I just refer here to this mailing list where all announcements will be sent over. And what another idea is just to bring the users together. So we are organizing every year from last year on a scientific conference. We invite high-level keynote speakers, and the idea is to promote the scientific exchange, but not only that, the exchange of ideas with the operational team and the training team is also part of this conference. So the idea is just that the user can get in touch with the staff of the NHR centers. And last year it was in Berlin, the first one, and this year the NHR conference will take place in Darmstadt with 3 topics: computational engineering, material science, AI, and simulation. And again, there will be invited and contributed talks, a poster session, panel discussions, and the call is just, I hope, next week. Unfortunately, not today, but when you are on our announcement list, you will get the information about that. One point which is relatively new is just this, we call it information campaign, AI from laptop to supercomputer, because there are a lot of need in the AI community of resources, and we see that they are writing their proposals. They are not familiar with HPC proposals, and they are not familiar with HPC resources to use them correctly. And therefore, there is just the idea with the Gauss Center for Supercomputing to make such an information campaign with introductory webinars every around 4 months, 3 or 4 months, weekly question and answer web cafes, and another thing is that they get first an easy access to the limited resources, perhaps over this NHR starter line. And the landing page is at our website too. So yeah, we try to inform the people, 5 minutes, yeah, no problem, about these points. Okay. Last but not least, NHR has a graduate school, and this is just for people who want to make their PhD in the field of HPC or in applications of HPC. And it's a relatively good funded stipendia, and with a yearly summer school. The third cohort will start at April, and the next call for the students is in summer 2024. Additionally, there are some stuff for operators and experts. Perhaps Göttingen is organizing such a HPC admin tea monthly meeting. Then there is a performance engineering group you can join, and there are several joint NHR projects to foster HPC and science. And here there are some of these projects or people of these projects on this conference too, and show their results or their ideas. Okay, and this is my last slide. So get in touch with us. We have a website. You can follow us at LinkedIn. You can get the information about our mailing list. And when you are at the ISC, please join us at our booth. There's time for discussions, and often there are some sofa talks organized where you perhaps can participate. Then next conference in Darmstadt, and what is really important, we think that a lot of people don't know about the possibility to use these HPC environments. So when you invite us to come to your conferences and make some advertisement, we are happy, or just tell other people that they can use these resources more or less for free, only an application, and in general you can use it. Okay, that's all.